Hi everybody, welcome to today's pillar strength class. My name is Connor. Today we're going to be focusing kind of on stability in our pillar again, but this time we're going to incorporate some isometric moves, meaning that you're going to feel slight, contraction in your muscles, but instead of moving, as a contraction, then you're going to concentrically shorten your muscle or eccentrically elongate it. We're going to keep it isometric and stay the exact same. But you're still going to feel that contraction. So remember, try to keep that pillar stable through the moves that we do today. Shoulders, core, hips. What you'll need for today's workout is going to be a yoga mat or something other soft, per usual. A bosu ball, or if you could just stack up a couple couch cushions or pillows. It's really something to just take you off the ground that's not going to be as stable as, say, like a table or a chair. Then you're going to also need one dumbbell. I guess you could break them both, but you're only going to need one for the exercises we're going to do. We're going to do one side at a time. And then a jump rope, and you'll see here that I have kind of like this bar here, this hurdle. It's just going to help me keep my balance through some of the moves that we do later. That's optional if you have like a couch, like a railing near you, where you can work out, or like the arm of a couch. That'll work too. And then obviously some more. All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Today, our warm-up, we're going to start with our neck. We're just going to do some neck circles. So I'm going to actually cross my hands in the back here. That stretches out the trapezius muscle a little bit more. And I'll start with neck circles. Nice and gentle, not too aggressive. Again, I think this was an obstacle last time, but if you can't hear me too well, I apologize. I do have the fan running in the background. I'm going to switch sides here. I have the fan running in the background because it's a little warm in here. Weird, we're getting close to 70 degrees, middle of November. All right, next up we're going to do just 10 jumping jacks, whatever pace you can do, all right? Just 10. Go ahead. 9, 10. All right, and then we're going to round out this warm-up with about a minute of jumping jacks, if I can get this untangled. All right, about a minute of jumping jacks. If you have that jump rope ready, or jumping jacks, minute of jump rope, whenever you get that jump rope ready. I got my timer right here on the floor, so I'll keep an eye on that while I do my my jump ropes. All right. So 2, 1, begin. Try to just do little bunny hops here, remember that. The smaller the hops, the better rhythm you can get. All right, we got 30 seconds left, keep it up. Sorry if you're not the best at jump rope, but you're only going to get better if you spend more time doing it. I'm not real good at it either. My hops are pretty big actually, too. All right, you got about 10 seconds left. Keep it going for your warm-up. Keep it going. Try to find that comfortable rhythm. Carry it out for the next 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty warmed up. This room is pretty warm. So, for our workout today, we're going to have 3 cycles, which is kind of a typical format that we do. 1.5 minute rest in between cycles. We have 4 exercises in the cycles, and I'm not really even going to tell you what the exercises are until we get going. So we are going to get started in a second. I'm going to take one last drink of water, and then we'll get started. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is single leg row. So with one dumbbell, what we're going to do is, and you might need your railing here near you, you are going to step out with, say, I'm going to step out front with my left foot, so I'm going to have the dumbbell in my right hand. I'll hinge at the hips so that my back is straight. I'll give you another view here. I'll hinge at the hips so my back is straight. Kick that one leg back, and that'll just help you keep your back straight, you know, because if not, you tend to like round it a little more. All right? Keep those shoulder blades retracted, and then we're just gonna row just like that. So we're gonna pull our elbow back to our side. All right? Do that for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and now we'll switch sides. So now my right foot is forward, and I'm holding the dumbbell in my left hand. I'll hinge at the hips, kick that leg back, and row. 2, 3. I am pulling back with the elbow and really using my back muscles to pull it up. I'm not using my bicep, it's not a curl. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Next up, we're going to do a bosu ball plank. So if you have that stack of pillows or you have a bosu ball, get that ready. What we are going to do is start on our knees in front of the bosu ball. We'll roll it out a little bit. And on our elbows, we'll lock our hands, and that'll help keep us locked in on the ball so we don't slide off, hopefully. And then we'll kind of just pick our knees up off the ground with our feet together and hold that here for 30 seconds. Go ahead. Remember, try to keep that straight line from your shoulders to your hips, to your knees, to your ankles. Don't let anything droop. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we're going to get back up on our feet, and this time we're going to stand on one leg. So I'll start by standing on my left leg. I'll start with standing on my right. I don't know my right from my left. I will start with standing on my left leg, and I'll hold the railing on my left side. I'll put the dumbbell up at my chest, and then we're just going to do an overhead press with this side. Now, the less help that you require from the railing, the more you're actually going to be challenging those pillar muscles, okay? Make sure you lift that front leg up, the one that's not on the ground. Try to make that leg go parallel with the floor, your thigh. And we're going to do this for 10. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hold my hand on my belly because that just helps me remember to activate my core for that extra stability. And like I said, remember, this one and the first exercise that we did, the less you need to use the railing, the better. But it's definitely a good idea to keep it there so that you're ready if you do need it. Try to keep that front leg out parallel with the ground and push straight up at the shoulder, all right? Remember to keep that elbow tucked. You don't want it to flare out like that when you're doing these. All right, keep that elbow tucked. Maybe not directly in front like I had it right there, but just like this is a good angle. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That's it for that. And then we're going to get down on the yoga mat, down on our stomachs, and we're going to do a Superman plank for 30 seconds. All right. Once you're laying flat on your belly with those arms out in front of you, legs straight behind you, legs should be separate. And then on the count of 3, we're going to go up with our elbows, our wrists, our knees, and our ankles. All right. We're going to put all of our weight on our hips and use that posterior chain to pull our limbs off the ground. 3, 2, 1, up. Superhero planks. All right, we got this for 30 seconds. Keep it up. 20 left. Really use that posterior chain. You want to feel it squeeze in your back and your glutes to lift your limbs off the ground. Just 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. All right. Cycle 1 is finished. Catch your breath, get a drink if you need to. I got the time. We got about a minute and a half. We could probably go a little bit sooner than a minute and a half, but make sure you're catching your breath and getting some water if you need it. So this time when I do those rows in the beginning, I'm not going to use the railing for help because I'm really going to try to challenge my body to hold that hinged position. So if you've ever done single leg deadlifts, that's really the motion that you want to take. It's okay to bend your knee a little bit more than you would in a deadlift with this, but as like when we start to, the more we bend our knee, the more we're using the knee muscles, or the leg muscles to stabilize our body. And what we really want to focus on is our pillar, so our glutes, our hips, our core, and that'll happen more the more straight your leg is, because the motion would come more from your hip if your leg is straight. Okay, we got 30 seconds left. And one of the main benefits of doing these exercises only one side at a time is that the other side isn't doing anything, so there's no weight to balance the displaced weight on the one side. So that's going to also challenge your core. And that's why I chose these exercises. I think they're really good for that. All right. So let's do it bent over row first. So I'm going to step forward with my left foot, or that'll be the only foot that I'm on. All right, I'll hinge at the hips, hold the weight in my right hand, and go. 10, 3, 4. I do have my hand out, but it's not touching the railing. But if it's out, it helps center your weight so that it rests over the foot a little bit easier with the extra weight on this side. 8, 9, 10. It's important that when we do this, we got to keep our shoulders back, of course, because we need to keep our backs flat. But you really want to kind of protract that shoulder when you come down for the row, and then pull it and retract it when you come back up. That's what's going to incorporate those back muscles more. 7, 8. Ooh. See, it's a good thing I had the railing there. 9, 10. Okay. We have the bosu ball planks now. All right, or pillow stack planks. All right, I'll grab my timer right over here. 30 seconds, we'll start with the ball near us. Roll it out, elbows on the ball, lock those hands, lock it in place. Pull the knees off the ground, and hold this for 30 seconds. Go ahead. Now, the bosu ball adds a little bit more instability than if we were just doing, a grounded elbow plank. But if the bosu ball or your stack of pillows is a little too challenging, you really can't maintain it because you're shaking too much, it's okay, take it down to the ground. Still work the same muscles if you're on the ground doing this on your elbows. 3, 2, 1, done. All right. Next up, we have the one-legged overhead press. I'll grab my dumbbell. All right, I will stand on my right leg first, hold it in my left hand. I'm going to take that hand off the railing, put it on my belly, then I'll hold my leg up, and we'll extend just like that. Remember, keep it in the shoulder plate. So your elbow should be flat out a little bit, but not all the way. Keep it tucked. Better range of motion that way. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'll switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Focus on using those glutes and your core muscles to keep yourself steady while you do this instead of trying to use the railing. 9, 10. All right. Last but not least, we have these superhero planks. So we'll get down on our bellies, finishing up this cycle strong. When I count to 3, we're going to lift everything up with our posterior chain. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I know. I said I would count 2, 3, but I counted down. It's okay. Hold it for 30 seconds. Great opportunity to catch your breath if you're feeling it a little bit, but still activate those muscles. It should still be a conscious thing, not passive. It should be active. Less than 10 seconds left. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. That's it for cycle 2. I'm going to come over there and check the time really quickly. All right, perfect. This time, we'll breeze through the exercises a little bit more. I won't give you as many directions, but we'll focus more on the actual, the active connection between our mind and our muscles. All right. Spend a little bit more time in the zone if you can. I'm going to catch a quick drink of water. Then we have a little under 45 seconds left. I can't believe it's so warm outside. Okay. Well, we can get started here. Maybe just conserve a little bit of time, have a little bit better cool down, and some stretching. So, let's get started with our rows. All right. So, I'm going to put the weight in my right hand, leave my left hand on the ground, hinge at the hips, kick that right foot back, and let's begin. 10. 'Protract and retract. 8, 9, 10. All right, I'll switch sides now. Weight in my left hand, right foot on the ground, left foot kick back. Protract and retract. Keep that back straight. Don't want it to round out, especially not in your lower back. 9, 10. All right. We got the bosu ball planks. Start with it close to our bodies, and then we roll it out. Keep our elbows on, lock our hands, keep it in place. Lift the knees off the ground. Oh, let me help if I got the timer. And begin. 30 seconds, you got this. All right, 10 seconds left. Keep everything activated. Keep those 3 points in a straight line. 3, 2, 1, done. All right, go some ball. Now we're going to do the single legged overhead press. Oh, bosu ball rolled back. Okay, so I'll be on my left leg with the weight in my right hand. Probably be on the other side. All right, here we go. 10. Doesn't matter which side you're doing, as long as you do them both. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Switch sides down on my right foot. The weight will be in my left hand. This is a contralateral push. So the force, even if we're not generating it really, it's still transferring from that planted leg, and that's what's keeping us stable. So it's a good point of connection. All right, that was 10. Last, we have 30 seconds of the superhero plank. Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1, go. So last exercise, make it your best, keep it up. Act like you're flying through the sky. It'll help things go a little bit quicker, hopefully. Okay. All right, we got about 10 seconds left. You got this, you got this. Make sure you're breathing. Oh my goodness, this thing's possessed. All right, we're done. Nicely done. Nice job, nice job. All right. Definitely take a second if you need it. You can take a quick drink of water, but we are going to move into a cool down. So we are just going to do some supine bird dog. So we'll just lay back on the floor. I'm going to move this for my kicking area. And if you remember, supine just means on your back. We're going to lift our legs up as if you're sitting in a chair, but we're laying down. We'll lift our hands up above our head. Or we'll try to make it like a similar position to our knees, and then opposite arm, opposite leg extension. Bring it back in. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Bring it back in. Make sure you're focusing on your breath. All right. So inhale. Exhale to bring it closer. Just do a couple more of these. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of stretching, some light stretching. We'll stand up on our feet, spread our legs a little bit wider than shoulder width. I'm gonna lean to my right side. Doesn't matter which side, just make sure you're leaning. Try to sink those hips closer to that ankle. And they'll stretch the opposite sides going out. Try to keep your feet pointed forward. I tend to cheat mine a little bit. But you get a much better stretch if they're both pointed in the same direction. I'm putting my weight here, so I'm actually applying a little more pressure to that stretch. All right, now I'm gonna switch sides. Weight's on this hand now, if anything. Feet both pointed forward. Sink those hips. All right, we'll do a quick figure four. If you still have that railing handy, this might help. Put that ankle over that knee, sink down into a seated squat position. You should feel a stretch in the lifted legs, glutes. Hold that for a couple more seconds. All right, now we'll stand up, we'll switch sides real quick. And this is the last one that we are gonna do today. Drop those hips like you're sitting down in a chair. Should feel a stretch. And we're good. All right, hope you enjoyed today's workout. I know I did. Thank you very much. See you next time.